Well, it's in Baldi.
At the ready.
Not the red thing.
Scratches that size. Something powerful made these. What the hells could do that?
This is the flying bird.
Dragon Rider, my kin are near.
Damn, that thing could blot out the sun.
It would be too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
I suggest we admire it from afar.
Might be useful.
Not very useful. I could, actually. Are you anything? No? You're just a way down to the roof, maybe? Into the window? Roof?
Action.
That character?
Onward.
Oh, whoops.
Ignorance breeds madness.
That's okay. I think we're just gonna walk right off the map. Can I make your way over here?
Open up.
No time to rest. Need to find a way forward.
I just don't get the point of going up there, to be honest. You've been warned. No, that you. You do still have a water.
Oh, enough waiting.
No.
I
One in
crave
here, though.
blood. Found and taken. Without delay.
Squeaky.
No one stopped me yet.
Bag right there.
There's something good here. I hope.
One of them will find it.
How much further can I go?
Something over there.
Open up. This is the spot Rugen marked. Doesn't look like much.
Oh, hold on.
The ox tenses, horns lowered in your direction. His hide twitches, every muscle primed to bolt.
Didn't know I didn't have animals
He's
speaking on.
terrified.
I'd rather just talk to it though, so I'm gonna let me save. That's why I have the 20 potions. I just thought we already have them. I was looking at my screen. I go, is there a do I have one pop? Where does the buff go? And it auto talked to me. So
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Light on my feet.
Monsters everywhere. Kill.
guidance me. Stone roller one are totally fine.
No. You're not one of them at all.
True.
I was ready to run you through. My mistake, friend. It was screaming, waving around its metal. I made him stop screaming.
Tossed another 5, thank you, sir, for the 25. Control drop another 5. As did tossed out empty
Him?
rooms.
He was the biggest. Now I'm the biggest.
Pretty simple. I'm off the next 2 minutes.
An attack. Monsters. Little ones and taller ones. They took the shiny one. He killed many.
Next 9 hour day.
Okay.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Bugger! Oh, helms, dwarves. I thought you were Flaming Fist. Well, down you go then. They'll be on us soon, so if you're looking to trade, you best be quick. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
My guy.
Eager for battle.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Moving in. No traps, please. Said you could.
Behind the wardrobe.
What's up for discussion? Cursed to put my hands on everything.
What are you talking about? More wardrobe. No wardrobe.
Look at.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean.
Hold on. That's the lad who saved us from the gnolls.
You revealed our location. That tongue gets any looser, Rugen, I'll cut it out. Come down then. Seems you're a friend of the family. Strip this place bare.
Oh, that way. Good door. One of you light them over.
A long way to go.
Sharp things.
Assume nothing.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Another step forward. Trap. Be cautious.
I guess they turn them off, but still. 20.
Trap. This place is more dangerous than I thought.
And yet they keep walking on it.
What's that smell?
Something over there.
That does the traps, okay.
Well, don't you cut a fine figure? Want your portrait done? If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness. You've got an eye for quality. Every noble in Baldur's Gate will be after one of these. Tell him I sent you, and if he stains it up with his sniffling, there'll be hell to pay. Something I can help you with?
What to die? Will. Okay, I don't care. Well, it's been sold.
Something I can help you with?
Oh, do it. All the house. Fine deal for you.
I should speak up. You. Zaris may have welcomed you, but I can see you're not one of her thugs. You need to buy me. You... Oh. Another of Brem's bloody commissions? I will not sully my brush with every ugly vagrant who... Forgive me. I just... I'm here against my will, you see? But I know my patron is looking. She will be most grateful to whoever can secure my release. And most... As far as you're concerned, she may as well be the coin maiden herself. But there will be time for questions.
Something I can help you with? I doubt you've got that kind of dosh line about.
Because he's real life.
Alright, so maybe I was fishing. He's all yours.
I can't say I've ever been bought before. No, don't tell me. There's nothing so depressing as learning one's true value. Well, you should at least know what you've paid for. I am the Oscar Fevras, at your service.
Sorry, 2.0 light. What were you saying?
A genuine pleasure. I'm in your debt, as is my patron. My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little, falling out.
You recall a recent scandal. A patriarch of Baldur's Gate who wished to marry a commoner.
Quite. It seems we are destined to doomed romances, are we not?
She offered me a future. And so, in a fit of madness, I told her of my past. Of the woman I'd loved before she found me. Love still, in truth. She was less than pleased. I made a timely retreat into the countryside. To paint and clear my head. To choose, I suppose. Oh, absolutely none. Fame and wealth suit me very well, no doubt. And yet, I think of that first love, and I hesitate. Likely I'm going mad. Regardless, we have more immediate concerns. Your reward once I've returned to the city, for one. Say, I don't suppose you could spare some coin, could you? Ease the discomforts of the road some. A hero to the hilt. Seek me out in the city, truly. Beneath my brush, you'll live forever. Until Baldur's Gate, then.
What's on your mind?
Well, my day just improved. Did you want... Fine. What's on your mind? Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Always good when I'm with you. Speak.
Don't want open flames where we're going.
Reckon I might actually miss this place.
I owe you one for saving my people. The Zentarim look out for their own. Even if it's Rugen. That's worth some coin. And my thanks. Our trader can show you some of our more exotic items now. But don't delay. This place is likely to be rubble soon.
You have a hand crossbow? Nope.
Someone kidnapped a duke. Right on our bloody doorstep. The Flaming Fist will need someone to blame. I don't plan on it being us. Pick up the pace!
When you deal damage to a target with a ranged weapon, you must succeed a Christmas saving throw to be banned for 2 turns. It must succeed a Christmas saving throw, be baned. Okay, that seems pretty good actually.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Right away, that's gone. I mean, I could, but like, I don't know. For now, you only have the one, so what do we do with this? No, actually do like that, because you're probably going to be just attacking anyway because you're too good. I'm not proficient, so there you go. Ding ding dong ding, dinky ding dong ding, dinky ding ding ding, dinky dong ding. Hello.
Try this way.
My bad, my bad. Stop.
Have a lot on my mind. And
I don't think it's armed, so I'm gonna go with that idea. That's not armed.
hope this ends well.
Fine, we'll go around. It is what it is. Mazel, if you would.
Action, not reaction. Onward.
Y'all made it. Liars.
Still breathing.
Still breathing. Spot everything.
Seems like a good moment to talk. On my way.
Around and around again. Master gets confused, I think.
Keep away from me! I was hoping you'd come to chat.
I'll give it a shot.
Where are the merchants?
What's that?
There's something in here. Sorry, I just sneeze. Ugh.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Well, not going in, so bite me. I didn't do all that. It was totally fine. I could possibly get in there, but let's just go over here first. I was sleeping. My eyes to see me.
Can't give up now. That wall's an illusion. Hiding what, I wonder?
Do you head down to the Underdark? Really? Brother. Yes. That's what I figured. Have to find the merchant though, if you would. His tour?
Careful.
Careful.
that drink I promised will have to wait. We're moving out.
So, that's...
Well, isn't it?
Things have stayed interesting.
Baldur, are you a merchant?
You seem a nice soul. Might be I can sell you someday. Or a flaming fist crawling above.
Tempers are.
You don't want to keep.
Somebody over here, maybe? Doesn't appear to be. Is anybody over here?
You're a friend of the Zent now. Assuming we make...
Maybe they're at Baldur's Gate. We have the merchant. That's what I'm gonna go with now. I doubt it was this dude, because he was trash. He's just a stinking die boy. Figured that would happen. We're okay though. Keep walking in.
I should speak up.
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham.
What?
What? Apart from the dragon? Look. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. Unless you're looking for a fight, that is. What? Just follow you around? I go my own way. Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive. There's plenty of us around. Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
You ruined the bridge.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await. The dragons serve Githyanki. I'll see it does you no harm. Follow me. We are close to the cure we seek.
Back.
We must speak.
She gave me her stinking barrel? Hold on. Give me all of her gear. She did.
Salutations. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Just dump the stinking explosive barrel wherever that is. And then give it to Gil. Y'all bite me. Shadowheart, can you hold it? I'll jump. Everybody gather around.
Never wanted the easy path.
We're good.
All's well that ends.
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh, shh, shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
Lae'zel.
Lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even. You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid. You attune your mind to it. The artifact does not want to fall into the Gith Raiders' hands any more than it does the Absolute followers.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
Easiest thing in my life.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste.
The Kithrak nods, content with Lae'zel's answer.
You serve your queen well, child. Take your slaves and hunt those who escaped the Geich ship. They must carry the weapon. I fly now to Vlaakith, our undying queen. She will see your faith rewarded in this plane and ours.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos! To the sky!
Damn it all! You did well to intervene, vexed as I am to admit it. The Gestil Kithrak would have flayed our skin and left our carcasses to burn in the sun. All for the sake of the artifact that we carry. The crash is near, this much we know. We follow the path forward and into the valley. No one, not even the ignoble Gestil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
Back in my group. Okay, let's not do that again. Take your gear. Give me back my backpack, my supply pack, which I can send to camp, and this. Okay, everything looks fine. Thank you. What time does Texas Chainsaw Massacre go live? Is it at midnight? We could try it out tonight. Can you be moved?
Let's have a look.
Uh...
I'm ready.
Let's move. Don't waste a step.
Like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. Actually, maybe we're. Let's go to the bridge.
What's hiding here? Seems simple enough.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty, and you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria, pet. Trust me on this. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
They haven't long rested since they both came to my camp.
Pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Bye, whoever you are.
Hey, soldier. We've got a long way ahead of us, and there's something I want to tell you. But don't worry, it's nothing bad. Well, depending. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Thing's been running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I've been making the most of the extra heat. But it's meant I can't get too friendly. If I'm excited, nervous, scared, I'll light you up like a firework. Well now, maybe I could make his acquaintance? A Titan screw or two might let me keep a little calmer. Maybe even manage a pat or bump without burning someone to death. It's been a long time.
What mechanic did I
If
meet?
you can lead the way, I'll gladly follow. That contraption's a hot ticket item. Might not be the year, 10 air. The place?
Just 1 second.
A sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate.
Sleepy little town
Our
called Baldur's
hero,
Gate.
Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
Just about ready, just about ready.
Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh. To feel so invincible again. You did? Wow. That was sound of you. Why'd you do it? Glad to be counted among them. Really glad. Wish I could have been there to watch those Ignots crumble. But I'm just happy they're off my tail. Then again, facing them down might have put my tin can into overdrive. Thanks to you, I'll live to fight another day. And get this bloody thing tuned up.
I'm done.
What's on your mind? Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today. What's on your mind? Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? Lucky you. Sometimes I think I'd be better off indulging in a bit of light oblivion. Well, we may as well make some good memories mixed in with the body horror, huh?
Anything else?
Copper for your thoughts. We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Not one of the players. No room for you, sorry.
If the Gith are looking for that artifact, and it's a powerful weapon to boot, things are starting to look very interesting.
Seems the Githyanki are keen to reclaim the artifact I carry. I can't afford that to happen. In fact, none of us can. That thing is shielding us somehow. I don't want to know what happens if we lose it. Agreed. There's not much we can do but press forward.
Donka ding, donk ding.
Speak quickly.
No.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Understandable.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Joaquin's rest, than Floric's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells. Older Ravengard's been taken. Then we need to seek him out and get him to safety. You see, Grand Duke Ravengard is my father. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. Just the one, yours truly. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. I can't tell you more. The pact forbids it. My lips are quite literally sealed. He made me an exile. That said, I'm not about to let him suffer at the hands of his
I
captors.
got you, homie.
I've been asking myself the same question. What makes a Duke of Baldur so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use.
We're gonna finish talking. I'm gonna save and go use the bathroom. Come back in another hour.
No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His
Absolute
absence alone will
nutters.
sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast. I know, and you're right. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory, a man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind. I'm all for it. Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Balduran, stubborn as a deep Rothay, daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power: courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters. I don't consort with them, even if I might look like one. It
Don't show
brings
your
to
teeth.
mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think? And given the circumstance, I'd do it again. My soul was a necessary price to pay for. You know I can't say more, but I can say this. I had but one road I could travel. For now, you have a dozen, 100.
1,000 to choose from. A road that leads to a devil is the very last one you should follow. My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its...
Well, hurry up, get off the gale, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Please.
After my exile, I was hunting near the Cloakwood. I heard a child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
I can get her to cough up.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Gil, talk to me quickly.
Githyanki patrolling these wilds is an unexpected surprise. Whatever they seek, they'll not hesitate to kill us if we stand in their way.
Okay. Go to bed. Did they do a long rest? I have no idea.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
I scratch.
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
Bone. Oh, solely fetches. We're back.